SEO is not what it is used to be. Search engines today are not just crawling your site. They are trying to understand it like human would. If your content is still stuck in the old keyword stuffing mindset, it's only a matter of time before you get left behind. So what's next? It's called GEO, Generative Engine Optimization, and it's built for the world of AI search, ChatGPT, and voice assistants. If your website is not structured for this shift, you are already losing visibility to brands that are. Before we dive deeper, let's start with a simple way to understand what's changing. When we think about popular search engines, Google comes to mind. And when we think about AI tools today, ChatGPT is probably the first one you think of. So here is the basic difference. Let's think from the purpose first. Finding versus conversing. Google is like a smart librarian. You ask a question and it shows you a list of websites where you can find your answer. ChatGPT is more like a helpful tutor. Instead of just giving you links, it explains the answer directly, and it can even help you generate ideas or content if you need it. And how they work is slightly different too. Google searches across the internet and gives you links to explore yourself. ChatGPT, when it's connected to live data, reads the information for you and provide a summarized, easy to understand answer directly in the conversation. This shift from just finding to directly conversing is exactly why we optimize websites needs to evolve. In this video, I will walk you through exactly how to make your website GEO ready. We will cover advanced schema markup, entity-based content structure, user intent focused writing, clean semantic code, fast accessibility, what RAG is and its importance, and why regular audits are critical to stay fresh for AI models. By the end, you will have a clear roadmap to future-proof your website so AI engines know exactly who you are, what you offer, and when to surface you as the best answer. I have been building websites since the early days of WordPress SEO plugins. Back then, ranking means stuffing the right keywords into a page. But today I run Webflow and Framer agency where we help SaaS companies, creators, and businesses not just rank in Google but position themselves to show up in AI-driven answers. And the biggest shift I have seen recently, search has become more generative, more conversational, and way more context-driven. If you want to win today, it's not about tricking algorithm anymore. It's about structuring real knowledge that AI systems can actually understand and trust. Hey, I'm Ansif, Webflow expert and Framer partner. In this video, I am going to break down exactly how you build or optimize your website for Generative Engine Optimization or GEO. Whether you are a founder, marketer, or agency, this is not about beating the algorithm anymore. This is about speaking the same language as AI systems so they can surface your content when it matters. First, start with entity-based content, not keywords. Instead of creating pages around vague phrases like best CRM software, structure your site around real-world entities. Your company, your products, your features, your customer type. Use internal linking between those entities so that AI systems can understand the relationships, not just the words. Second, use advanced schema markup. This is how you talk directly to machines. Go beyond the basics. Mark up your products, team members, FAQs, reviews, even case studies or funding history if you are a SaaS brand. Use structured data standards like schema.org or JSON-LD to clearly define what your site is about. Third, optimize for user intent, not just traffic. Generative engines like ChatGPT are designed to answer real-world questions. So instead of optimizing just for search terms, focus on content that solves a problem. Why does your service matter? Who is it for? What pain point does it solve? Build a clarity around user needs, not search volume. Fourth, use semantic HTML and clean code. It's not just what you say, it's how you structure it. Use real heading hierarchies, H1s, H2s, H3s, not just tiled text. Wrapping your section properly with section article aside. Semantic HTML makes your site accessible, faster, and way easier for AI crawlers to parse correctly. Fifth, focus on fast accessibility and UX. GEO is not just about text anymore. Sites that load fast, are mobile friendly, and accessible to all users get favored. Make sure you pass core web vitals, optimize your images, cut down render blocking scripts, and design in a way that supports screen readers and keyboard navigation. 6. How RAG changed AI search. RAG means Retrieval-Augmented Generation. To understand why RAG matters, first you need to know how AI models like ChatGPT originally worked. Large language models or LLMs are trained on huge data set, billions of web pages, articles, books, documentation, all carefully collected, filtered, and controlled by the companies building the AI. For example, when OpenAI built ChatGPT, it trained the model using massive static dataset. Once training was done, the model could only answer based on what it already knew. It could not learn or pull new information after that point. But that's where the Retrieval-Augmented Generation changed changed everything. RAG allowed AI models to go beyond their frozen training data and actually connect to live information from the internet. Now, instead of just answering with old knowledge, AI tools now can search for updated facts, recent news, product launches, and deliver more accurate, real-time answers to users. And here is the important part. When AI tools fetch fresh information, they often cite or reference source they pull from. That means if your website provides clear, reliable, and structured information, there is a real chance it can get cited directly inside AI-generated answers, giving your brand more authority, more visibility, and more trust. That's why your website needs to be structured clearly, updated regularly, and optimized for machines to understand, because today's AI agents are actively retrieving live data, not just relying on what they learned months or years ago. 7. Run regular audits and content refresh cycles. You don't want outdated product description or old pricing hanging around. Setting up quarterly content reviews to update your stats, swapping out old case studies, and refresh stale language. Generative agents are increasingly valuing fresh information when picking reliable sources. And finally, align everything to ethical and quality standards. Avoid clickbait, avoid low-quality scrapped content. GEO rewards high-quality, verifiable, transparent websites. Build trust through clear citations, clean building, and accurate messaging. If users trust you, AI agents will too. If you are serious about building a website that does not just rank but actually gets surfaced and mentioned by AI engines, you need to start thinking in terms of GEO. If you need help structuring or auditing your site for this new era, you will find my contact link in the description below. I'm already helping SaaS brands, service businesses, and creators reposition themselves for generative search, and I would love to help you too. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you in the next video.